So hello to everyone from Living Lively. I thought I'd carry on with my seasonal autumny theme today. So we're going to do a song called Autumn Days, which you might have done at school, or if you go to church you might know it from church. It's got really fun words which might bring back lots of memories, and it's a song I sang when I was little as well, and I'm just very fond of it. So it's really lovely words. So I'm going to tell you the words first of all. So, autumn days when the grass is jewelled and the silk inside a chestnut shell. Jet planes meeting in the air to be refuelled. All these things I love so well. And the chorus is, so I mustn't forget, no I mustn't forget, to say a great big thank you, I mustn't forget. Now verse 2. Clouds that look like familiar faces and a winter's moon with frosted rings. Smell of bacon as I fasten up my laces and the song the milkman sings. That brings back lots of memories of sort of growing up in the sort of 1970s, 80s. Verse 3. Whipped up spray that is rainbow scattered and a swallow curving in the sky. Shoes so comfy though they're worn out and they're battered, and the taste of apple pie. And the same chorus, so I mustn't forget, no I mustn't forget, to say a great big thank you, I mustn't forget. Then the last verse. Scent of gardens when the rain's been falling and a minnow darting down a stream. Picked up engine that's been stuttering and stalling, and a win for my home team. No, I mustn't forget, no, I mustn't forget, to say a great big thank you, I mustn't forget. So the chorus, we'll learn the chorus first because that keeps coming back. So it goes like this. So I mustn't forget, no, I mustn't forget, to say a great big thank you, I mustn't forget. So get is quite a long phrase, isn't it? So just make sure you have enough breath. Let's try that again. So I mustn't forget, off. No, I mustn't forget, off. To say a great big thank you, I mustn't forget. Lovely. Let's do that with the piano. Are we ready? So I mustn't forget, no I mustn't forget, to say a great big thank you, I mustn't forget. Once more for luck. Ready? So I mustn't forget, no I mustn't forget, to say a great big thank you, I mustn't forget. Make sure on the end of get you have a nice tea, a nice clear crisp tea. Right, like a cup of tea. Oh, a fancy cup of tea now. Anyway, verse 1. So autumn days when the grass is jewelled. So that's, if you think of lovely, all the dew on the grass, it's really pretty, isn't it? So it goes like this. Autumn days when the grass is jewelled. Can you try that? Autumn days when the grass is jewelled. The next bit, and the silk inside a chestnut shell. And the silk inside a chestnut shell. Your turn. And the silk inside a chestnut shell. Let's put that together from Autumn Days. Ready? Off we go. Autumn days when the grass is jewelled and the silk inside a chestnut shell. Then jet planes meeting in the air to be refuelled. Do you want to just say that with me? Jet planes meeting in the air to be refuelled. That goes. Jet planes meeting in the air to be refuelled. You try that, please. Jet planes meeting in the air to be refuelled. And then this bit. All those things I love so well. Sorry, it's all these things, not those. All these things. All these things I love so well. So that's all on the same note, isn't it? Makes it easy. So let's go. Jet planes meeting in verse 1. Okay, autumn days, ready? Autumn days when the grass is jewelled and the silk inside a chestnut shell. Jet planes meeting in the air to be refuelled. All these things I love so well, so I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. Well done. Right. Verse 2. Clouds that look like familiar faces. I quite often see sort of faces in the clouds. It's quite fun, isn't it? Spotting things like dragons and dolphins and things. Anyway, clouds that look like familiar faces. So it goes, clouds that look like familiar faces. Try that, please. Clouds that look like familiar faces. And a winter's moon with frosted rings. I think we just had a harvest moon, haven't we, recently? And a winter's moon with frosted rings. Your turn. And a winter's moon with frosted rings. So let's put that with the piano. Clouds that look like familiar faces, and a winter's moon with frosted rings. Then smell of bacon as I fasten up my laces. Smell of bacon as I fasten up my laces. Your turn. Smell of bacon as I fasten up my laces. You do that? Smell of bacon as I fasten up my laces. The next bit. And the song the milkman sings. Try that, please. And the song the milkman sings. Okay? And then the chorus. So I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. Right, let's sing all of that. Now, this is quite bouncy and jolly and happy, and I think we need a bit of bouncy, jolly happiness right now. Okay, clouds that look like familiar faces. Ready? Clouds that look like familiar faces, and a winter's moon with frosted rings. Smell of bacon as I fasten up my laces, and the song the milkman sings. So I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. Right, have we done about apple pie? No, this is the apple pie bit. I like this bit. So, whipped up spray that is rainbow scattered. Whipped up spray that is rainbow scattered. Try that, please. Whipped up spray that is rainbow scattered. The next bit. And a swallow curving in the sky. Try that. And a swallow curving in the sky. So perhaps our swallow can be nice and legato. It's not a bouncy swallow. Okay, let's sing up to that. Whipped up spray. Whipped up spray that is rainbow scattered, and the swallow curving in the sky. Then shoes so comfy though they're worn out and they're battered. Shoes so comfy though they're worn out and they're battered. And the next bit. And the taste of apple pie. So let's try shoes so comfy. Shoes so comfy though they're worn out and they're battered. And the taste of apple pie. So I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. Okay, verse 4. Scent of garden when the rain's been falling. So if you just say that. Scent of garden when the rain's been falling. So that's scent of garden when the rain's been falling. You try that, please. Scent of garden when the rain's been falling. And a minnow darting down a stream. And that goes, and a minnow darting down a stream. You try that. And a minnow darting down a stream. So let's go back to scent of garden. Scent of garden when the rain's been falling, and a minnow darting down a stream. Then picked up engine that's been stuttering and stalling. So say that, please. Picked up engine that's been stuttering and stalling. Okay, so cars don't really do that so much these days, do they? I remember when I used to have a real old banger of a car, I used to have to spray, I think it was WD-40 to make it work in the mornings. Anyway, picked up engine. Picked up engine that's been stuttering and stalling. And then football bit. And the win for my home team. Do you want to try that? And a win for my home team. So it's football season. So I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. Right, that's the whole of that song. A quick whiz through the song. So it's all quite loud and jolly and rhythmic and bouncy. So shall we just sing it all the way through without stopping for fun? So here is the introduction. Autumn days when the grass is jewelled and the silk inside a chestnut shell. Jet planes meeting in the air to be refuelled. All these things I love so well. So I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. Clouds that look like familiar faces, and a winter's moon with frosted rings. Smell of bacon as I fasten up my laces, and the song the milkman sings. So I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. Whipped up spray. Whipped up spray that is rainbow scattered, and a swallow curving in the sky. Shoes so comfy though they worn out and they're battered, and the taste of apple pie. So I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. Scent of garden when the rain's been falling, and a minnow darting down a stream. Picked up engine that's been stuttering and stalling, and a win for my home team. So I mustn't forget. No, I mustn't forget to say a great big thank you. I mustn't forget. That's how that song goes. I will see you another time. Thank you.